is the hardest. Well, yeah, it's a Super Nintendo game. Let's forget that. Easy, we don't do it. No, we definitely don't do easy. SNES games, normal and above. Damn, that looks so cool. So they put it a little higher. This one doesn't sound as loud as the other game. Does the game audio sound okay for you guys? Well, I'll wait till it starts. Yeah, on my end, the Super Nintendo one sounds a little low. How's it for you guys? Kids, I'm gonna beat you up. Come here. Oh, man. And now we get the good game, right? Can you play Ultimate Spider-Man? Oh, I will eventually. I like that game. See, I can already tell this one's way more responsive in terms of like actual hitboxes and whatnot. I'm not saying Fabian is Batman. I'm just saying that no one has seen Batman and Fabian in the same room. That's right. You'll never know. Sounds good to me. All right, awesome. Hold on. Wait, I don't even know what I can do yet. Oh, I got to deal with these motorcycle bastards again. Oh, do I not? Wait, hold on, man. I'm trying to figure out the controls. Do I not have limited batarangs now? Oh, sweet. Oh, they just stun them now. All right, that's acceptable. This one looks way better. That's because it is way better, I think. I mean, yeah, this is what you had on the SNES. This was definitely the better game. Current thoughts of Rise of Skywalker, no spoiler. Yeah, I liked it, Wesley. But you can watch my review on it tomorrow. I'm doing a full review on it, talking about the lore, spoilers, and everything. So if you'd like to know my detailed thoughts, I'm saving it for that because I know a lot of people haven't seen it yet. Oh, you know, those motorcycle guys are still really annoying. That is very angry looking Batman. Oh, I remember this. I think I could throw them. Can I throw them backwards? I thought I could throw them up. No? Alright, hold on. L. Okay, so block. Oh, that's it, really. Jump, punch, and batarang. Anyone remember Justice League Task Force? Oh, that was that fighting game. I used to like that game, but I don't think it holds up well. And there's barely character selection. Like, there's not that many. Damn, these controls are so much better. Oh, damn. Not to mention the graphics. Oh, here we go. This is what I was talking about. Look. You can, like, slam them up. It's so satisfying. Look how strong Batman is. I can take this guy all the way down here and then launch him. I love that. Die! I can just do that through the whole game. Oh, this has the, oh, man, it lowers my health still. The, super cape, as I like to call it. Did you just jump kick a missile? I just saw Batman kick a rocket out of the air. Absolutely, man. You didn't know that was one of Batman's powers? He can kick rockets with his feet and survive. Oh god, these guys need to... No, I don't like the fire dudes. They annoy the hell out of me. Get away! Fire clown. We all know the true version of this game, the R-Zone version. Ooh, you know... Oh my god. The R-Zone. You know, I wanted one so bad when I was a kid. I never got one. But I really wanted one. I used to see it at Walmart and see the commercials, and I was like, that has to be like the most advanced shit ever. Like, it's virtual reality in your eye. Hell no. Like, as I became, you know, older and was more aware of what it was, for those that weren't around then, the R-Zone was basically... Just think... How do I even explain it? Just think of a head strap around your head with like a Dragon Ball Z scouter over your eye. It's just like a piece of plastic over your eye. And graphically, it was just those like Tiger electronic handheld games, but zoomed into your eyeball. So you're looking like this. I don't even know how else to explain. You had to be there or experience it yourself. It was insane. It made your eyes hurt, and every time you're finished playing it, it made you feel completely cross-eyed, because one eye's looking this way, and then the other eye, you had to like somehow look into that eye also. It sucked. So the Rocket Wizards are not clowns. Yep. This game is so much better. I always like it when the guy from Classic Game Room got trapped in the R zone. Is R zone the same thing as the Gamecom Resident Evil 2 version? No, that's completely different. But Gamecom, actually it was called Game.com. I think they called it. Or no, I guess it was just Gamecom. I don't know. That I remember I only played it once. I only saw it in person once at Toys R Us, I remember. And I played the demo unit, and it had Resident Evil 2 on it, and I couldn't believe how shitty. It's weird. It's just like a weird little black and white thing. Yes. The 90s was crazy, man. The 90s was... Everyone likes to talk about Nintendo and Sega. But the 90s, you had so many... Everybody was making video games. Oh, I'm just launching Batarangs now. Everyone was making games. You had Panasonic with the 3DO. Atari with the Jaguar. You had the freaking R-Zone. You had all those Tiger Electronic handheld games. There were just so many offshoot video game consoles. It was nuts. What the fuck? Why is this clown so powerful? Oh my god. I've lost another life almost. Ooh, almost died. Oh, also in the 90s, you had the Philips. Philips came in and came out with CDI. I need to play those Zelda CDI games. I've never played a CDI in my life, and I've never emulated it. I'm dying to try it out. Does anyone remember Inhuman show? The ABC Marvel show? That, man, I love Marvel. I love the MCU. But, the Inhumans is the worst thing they've ever produced. Technically, it wasn't Marvel. It was Marvel TV. It was a different, I guess, department, but it was bad. Like, it was bottom of the barrel television. You have 7 Batmans left. Getting into the games business was cheaper back then. That's why there's so many consoles. I'm kind of interested in, I'm kind of hoping we get back into that world someday where there's, like, all these other weird consoles, because the variety was really interesting, and it forced competition. It was kind of like, you know, the strongest will survive, you know? Or survival of the fittest, and Nintendo and Sega and PlayStation were the survivors, and all these other companies just went away as far as from the game industry. But I'm hoping, like, I think next year we're getting supposedly the Atari VCS. Very debatable. I don't even, no one even knows what that thing is, but we're getting the Intellivision Amico, which is actually something really interesting. It's like a very family oriented, like, little mini console. I'm hoping one of these ends up being successful, because I do want to see some company pop up out of nowhere and just make a really cool console that the general public is actually invested in, that's not an Xbox or a PlayStation or a Switch. I think it'd be really interesting. And I would love it. I don't know if Sega has the cash flow or the power to do this, or even if it's necessary, but I would love it if Sega got back into console making. Like, if they just pulled all their titles back and made them exclusive again and came out with, like, a Dreamcast 2 or another Sega console. Because I love Sega. As a console maker, there was something so special about Sega and its franchises that, man, they were just sorely missed after the Dreamcast died out. Dreamcast is my second favorite console of all time. And there's so much cool. It was just way ahead of its time, you know? Had they put a DVD player on it, I think it would have survived, at least through the PS2. It would have been able to compete more with the PS2. Because that's why a lot of people, like in Japan, were buying up PS2s over Dreamcast at the time, was because it was the cheapest DVD player on the market. Because just like with Blu-ray, when PS3 came out, Blu-ray players, I remember I was working at Best Buy at the time. When PS3 came out, it was $600, right? Well, a Blu-ray player was easily $800 to $1,000 on its own at the time. And there were these giant VCR-looking boxes. It wasn't like the little mini Blu-ray players we have now. They were huge and expensive, so it was if you wanted a Blu-ray player, get a PS3. You have a Blu-ray player and a new console, and that's what Sony did. And it was really cool because, I mean, that's what they did with the Dreamcast. That's what killed the Dreamcast off, and Sega just couldn't compete. It's funny because Sega, before the Dreamcast died out, they were planning an add-on that was going to attach to it as a DVD player, but they couldn't stay afloat. I miss Sega as a console maker. Stadia could have been the one, but they messed up. Yeah, Stadia... Honestly, I would have been interested had Google made their own video game console and launched it like that. I don't want a streaming service, but if they came out with their own console and had their own... I mean, they say they have a studio now. But I haven't seen anything yet come from them, you know? That takes time, but had they come out with their own console and a bunch of like actual exclusive games only on there, I probably would have bought one because I'm interested in actual, you know, competition and other companies getting to this console market. But that's not the way you do it. Just make a streaming service that barely works for a lot of people, and on top of that, it's just a bunch of old games that everyone's already played. Yeah, there's just not anything it has to offer. And you could stream from it too and play media from it. What are you talking about, Dreamcast? I might have missed a couple comments there. Rainbow Adamantium Rage. Oh yeah, the Wolverine game, yeah. I was never able to beat that game as a kid. I never knew where to go. And that's another game where the Sega and the Super Nintendo version were different. Did the Dreamcast have Wi-Fi capability? I don't know. I don't remember. I know the Dreamcast had a lot of crazy features, way ahead of its time, but I didn't even have... I remember at that time, my family, when the Dreamcast first came out, we had just gotten internet. Internet in the home was not widespread. I mean, like the rich kids had it, but then everyone else had to wait for like... Man, oh my god. So it was dial-up back then. I remember my family and we'd always go to like Kmart, back when Kmart was a thing. And there's a company called BlueLight.com, and then AOL did it too, where they would have a free disc where you would get internet service for a month with that disc for free as a trial. But what you would do is you would call the phone number to cancel every month, and they'd keep extending it. So we just called to cancel every month, and we'd get free internet for a while. This is before cable internet, DSL, all that stuff. Back then, it was just dial-up. Some of you here probably don't even remember what that was like. But yeah, it was slow, and I remember I wanted to connect my Dreamcast to the internet to do... I don't remember exactly what it was, but for Sonic Adventure, to manage your KO garden or whatever, the little creatures. And my parents used to get mad at me because they would need the phone, and I wanted to go on my Dreamcast online, but with dial-up, if you didn't have separate phone lines in the house, you couldn't be on the phone at the same time as your internet was going. It was a crazy time, man. The late 90s, early 2000s, it was that transition from, like, the Stone Age to the technology we have now. Like, we take internet for granted now, but back then, that was a commodity. Get my ass kicked all of a sudden. Man, I better have continues in this game. Damn, these graphics are nice. How am I supposed to do this without getting hit? Oh. I didn't know. Shit. I lost so much health. Let me catch up the comments. Which one do you like, DC Universe or Disney Plus? I have both of them. I like them both. They both have very different content. The only other new console I can remember from relatively recent was the Ouya. Yeah, but even that bombed. That was just a little Android box. I was always curious about that one. I remember taking whole weeks to download movies. Oh, yeah. And I got it. I don't know why I did this. Thinking back, I got in a really weird habit whenever I got in. I wonder if anyone else did this. But I got in a weird habit when I first got internet where I would stay up really late. Not what you guys think I'm going to say. But I would always stay up really late downloading like Dragon Ball pictures, just images. Just images of Dragon Ball, like Super Saiyan Goku or like a screenshot of the show, and just print them in color ink and waste all our color ink all the time. And I would put them in like binders with plastic sleeves, almost like comic books. I don't know why I did that. Thinking back, it's like, that's weird. Why the hell would I have done that? But I used to just like flipping through and looking at all the Dragon Ball pictures. But they were just like screenshots and shit I was printing off the internet. I remember I used to go to the library, I have to pay like $1 to print 4 colored pages. And I would just fill them up with like Dragon Ball pictures for like my Dragon Ball binder and look at them. Well, you know what? I do remember one reason I used to do it. One of the reasons was because I used to draw a lot when I wasn't an adult and I had the time to do it. So I used to use a lot of those Dragon Ball pictures I found online as like references for like drawing stuff. But still, like, I wasted so much ink doing it. And paper. I'm getting my ass kicked. I remember dial-up internet, but to be honest, I don't miss it. Nobody did. And I remember, too, when we got our first computer, it was in my parents' room. So I remember when they'd be sleeping, like, they had to work in the morning. They'd be sleeping, and I'd go in there and, you know, doing homework or just bullshitting on the internet. I'd go on the computer, and they'd get mad at me because I'd have to connect to the internet. And if you never heard the dial-up noise, it just sounds like the end of the world. It just sounds like a bunch of nonsense. And it's really loud, and you can't mute it. So my parents used to get mad at me because I used to wake them up. And they're trying to use it. So eventually, they moved the computer to my room, so it wouldn't be so noisy. How much is DC Universe? The app is $7.99 a month. I like some of the shows on it. The main reason I got the DC app, personally, is because I wanted to catch up on all the comic books. It gives you access to the entire digital comic book library, so I'll just read it on a tablet at night while I go to bed and stuff. That's the main reason. The shows on there, for me, is just a bonus. I did that with Sports Picks. See, I thought I was the only one doing that. It was so weird, but it's like, why? But yeah, I got in that habit for a good couple years. Oh, here we go. See you later, Dragon Wolf. I was really into AIM back in the day. Oh, wow. Yeah, AIM was America Online Instant Messenger. What's the equivalent of... I guess there is no equivalent to that anymore. It was... For those that don't know what it is, it was basically like, you know, you have like Facebook Messenger now, and I mean even direct messaging on any social media service. Back then there was no social media. You would have to sign in to these different programs that was essentially like chat rooms and stuff. Shit, that's crazy. So some of you in here are definitely my age. You have only 3 Batmans left. Are there continues in this game? There better be continues in this game. Fantastic Four movie game or the Daredevil arcade one? Wait, Daredevil? What are you talking about? What Daredevil arcade game? There's no Daredevil arcade. We used to download pictures, DBZ stuff, and print them, or cheat codes and print off pages and pages of them. Yeah, I used to go on GameFAQs all the time. I can't believe that website's... Well, I mean, it's still around, but does anyone even use GameFAQs anymore? Like, for walkthroughs? I feel like now everyone just goes on YouTube for walkthroughs, but I remember back then, like, when you didn't know how to beat a game, you'd just print out the whole guide. I had, like... Because I didn't want to spend the money on the strategy guide, because I didn't have a job, I was a kid. Oh, it's this fucker! It's this big guy from the NES game! T Strongman. Oh, hell no. Whoa! Hold on, I'm getting my ass kicked. I like that clown's name, the Thin Clown. And he's got minions. Oh, hell no. I'm just... Holy shit. I have this on normal! Why is he doing that much damage? No, you gotta be shitting me, man. Don't let this turn into the NES game again. Does anyone know if there's multiple continues in this game? Because I'm already at 1 life. It used to take 5 hours to download a 50 megabyte file. Yo, I remember... Wow, I remember... I don't know why I specifically remember this, but I remember getting my very first flash drive. Keep in mind now you can get, like, portable hard drives, like, what, 8 terabytes, some shit? My first flash drive, because external hard drives weren't a thing back then. You had to get a little USB flash drive when USB was first invented. My first one, I think, was like $45 or something like that. And I remember I had to get it for college. They asked us to get a flash drive to save our files. And they taught us how to use the flash drive. This is when flash drives were new. And I remember it was like 100 or like 256 megabytes. And that was considered a large one at the time. I mean, imagine now spending like $40 buying one that's not even half a gig, you know? Like, no one does that. I remember it was tough finding DBZ stuff when Future Trunks appeared in the intro. I couldn't find who he was. Oh, man, let me tell you about... Back in the day, I was a different person than I am now. Now I don't like knowing spoilers and things that are going to happen. Back in the day when I was watching Dragon Ball, when the Trunks saga came out, I knew everything that was going to happen because I would go to my library and just go on the internet and look at all the stuff about Dragon Ball Z in Japan, and I'd read all the storylines and stuff, and so I knew everything that was going to happen. For Dragon Ball, I needed to know. I couldn't wait. And then I'd be excited when the moment would come in the show. Remember the bootleg Lion King game when you die, the characters kill themselves? Wait, what? I don't know what boot game or bootleg game you're talking about. Whoa, I thought I was gonna die there. I don't think I played a bootleg Lion King game. I lost way too many lives fighting Karnov over there. Why can't I just have like a chill night playing a relaxing game? Why does everything always have to end up like with frustrating situations or severe ass whoopings over and over? I'm Batman, come on. Oh wait, did I Can you remember having to connect the Wi-Fi to the house phone to make calls? Connecting Wi-Fi to the house phone to make calls? I don't think I ever did that. Isn't this Konami? Have you tried using the Contra code? I don't think this one does have the Contra code. With this one, there are some cheats for like extra continues. But, oh shit. But it requires doing different button combinations on 2 controllers. I only have 1 controller set up on the emulator, so I can't even do the cheats for extra continues. I had a friend my freshman year in high school who downloaded Fight Club. Dial-up was so slow it took 2 weeks. Oh man, another weird thing I used to do. It's funny thinking back on the early days of the internet, all the weird shit that you would find. One thing, I used to go to a friend's house after high school, and we used to spend, I mean, hours on the internet just finding Dragon Ball music videos on the internet to torrent. Like, that was when torrents was a new thing, and we were just, and the YouTube wasn't around, so we used to just like torrent just a bunch of music videos, like anime music videos of Dragon Ball, like with like Disturbed and a bunch of other stuff. Like, it's so stupid, but it was such a staple of my high school life for some reason. And of course, we'd burn a bunch of CDs. Like, we had like a bunch of like... We had stacks of burnt CDs back then. Alright, back in 2006, when a 128 megabyte drive was $50, now you can get a 64 gig for next to nothing. Yeah, times have changed. Technology's getting smaller and data is getting larger. That was an instant death? No. I don't accept that. Oh, come on. This was not built for platforming. House is built for platforming when you can't even see where you're... You can't even see where you're jumping to! Wow, and you guys notice that 0 doesn't count in this game. Wait a minute. Let me see what happens when I get game over. Do I start all the way at the beginning of the level? Let me kill myself. Starts me off there, but we'll just go. I remember doing that when I was younger. I have to close the stream because it kept restarting for me. Did you try refreshing it? And make sure you click live. Because sometimes, I don't know why, sometimes YouTube will send you back. But if you click that, like on the progress bar where it actually says live, it'll jump you forward to where it's actually live. This is so stupid. I'm saving there. Sexy game over screen. I highly recommend getting Fallen Order. It's the best Star Wars game to date, even better than Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. Really? That is a bold statement. Those are well-beloved games. But I agree, Fallen Order is amazing. Amazing. Remember the Ultimate Avengers movies? I have those. Yeah, the animated ones, I have both of them. They're pretty good. The animation's a little dated now, but... Man, I'm gonna have to spam the saves throughout this level so I don't get a game over, and then I'll just let myself die in the next level so I can get my continues back. God, I hate these. Somehow they made these guys even more annoying in this game. I remember that Street Fighter 2 anime movie music video with that Won't Lie Down song from Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I remember that. Back then, my grandparents needed Wi-Fi to use a house phone to make a call for bills and other stuff. Oh, no, I've never heard of that, actually. Ah, no! I want to get that heart. What's the point of even getting that? Just get a little bit extra health? I want that heart. Maybe if I jump for it. Yes! No! Oh, hell yeah, I got it. I got it. Remember using MySpace, basically coding your page to play music? Hell yeah, I remember MySpace. Wow. Yeah, MySpace. I remember when I first started using Facebook, it was just a new foreign thing. I was so used to MySpace. And in MySpace, you have to mess around with like the HTML coding and stuff. That took away half my health! Alright, we're gonna pull the super cape. Oh no, it's not like the NES one. It doesn't just let you spam it when you're low on health. Oh, that sucks. Oh, man. Is it better to play Assassin's Creed games in chronological order? For the most part, yeah. The reason being... Because you can play them chronological... Well, here's the thing. If you want to go chronological, technically you'd start Odyssey, then Origins. But that's only chronological if you're going by the storyline in the past. I recommend starting with Assassin's Creed 1 because that's how the modern story goes in order. And if you go back and play Odyssey and Origins first, you're not going to know the modern day storyline. So yeah, it's better to start with AC1, then go as they were released, I would say. Kids in your audience are now saying, "The fuck, I'm not in your space." Oh, the kids. See, at least with this game, if you get a game over, it doesn't continue you all the way back to the beginning of the stage. It got me right back to the boss fight with her. Such a bitch. Oh my god. How many lives am I going to waste every boss? Okay, her health bar's moving now. Gonna lose another life. I hope I'm gonna have enough continues to beat this game. Oh no, I'm saving right there. I'm not gonna lose another life. I refuse to. I refuse to, I said. No, did she have to do that? What? Is there no avoiding that? No. There has to be a way to avoid that. Oh, hell yeah. Haha, you failed, Catwoman. Lose. So they recently wrapped up filming on Mortal Kombat movie. I have mixed expectations. Everything I've seen about the movie has been good. So I'm hoping it does not suck. But yeah, they did officially wrap it up. There's rumor... Well, I've seen a couple YouTube videos about Shao Kahn being cast. Some wrestler. I don't think that's official yet. I looked and I couldn't find anything official about that. I think that's just a rumor. Did I get the idea to play Castlevania in chronological order? Honestly, with Castlevania, kind of doesn't matter. Because most of the games, especially when you're talking about the 2D games, have practically no story. It's a good idea to play Lament of Innocence first, though, because that explains the origins of the vampire killer. And then everything else just kind of in order by when it takes place. But realistically, it's kind of the same thing over and over. Dracula comes back, you're in a different era, you beat him. So I wouldn't say with Castlevania that it's as important playing it chronologically, just because there's not a whole lot of story. But if you want to go by my timeline where I try to kind of make the story a little more interesting and more interconnected, then you could kind of use that as a guide if you want to think about it mentally that way. I love this music. Animated series music right there, too. Now I want to watch this movie just to see a young Michelle Pfeiffer wearing a skin-tight black leather one-piece suit. It's in there. Vivian's getting his ass beaten by a woman in a leather bodysuit, dominating and whipping him. Someone maybe tell mom with them. Hey man, Catwoman's a dangerous specimen. I had no choice. I had to battle her. I was on a roof. When I was a kid, I was afraid of the Hulk. Really? Victory by cheese. Isn't that the best victories, though? We get a lot of cheese victories on this channel. It's the best. You have to cheese it sometimes. When a game wants to cheese you, you got to turn the cheese around on them. That whole NES game was just cheese. Fuck. Don't make me lose another life. I'll chuck this bitch against the wall. Ugh! Oh no! Aww. Now you will die for your crimes. The stream keeps turning on and off for me. I'll have to restart YouTube, really? Anyone else having issues with the stream? Try closing the window completely and try reopening it. Because I'm not seeing anything on my side. And I haven't seen anyone else say anything. First MK movie is still great. I agree with that. Annihilation is trash, but it's a bit like Batman and Robin. where it's a bit unbearable to the point where it's hilarious. That's exactly how you word for word almost exactly how I feel about it. I heavily enjoy Mortal Kombat Annihilation. It's fun to watch. Having said that, it is an awful movie. I recognize that at the same time. Oh, please don't make me fight her again. Why? Can I throw her against the wall? Oh, I can't throw her against the wall. Let me save here. That pause sound, what is that from? That's from another game. I'm sure Konami reuses it. Mystical Ninja. I think is that the same pause sound as Legend of the Mystical Ninja? I think it is. Fuck. Stop wasting my lives. Michelle? Keep forgetting I could block, but I wouldn't be shocked if it doesn't do shit during a boss fight. The only time you realistically even need it. Oh no. Half health. Damn, D-pad's digging into my thumb like crazy. No more lives left. There, I saved right there. This game's awesome, though. I like this one. I like this one a lot better than the NES one, to be quite honest. Who runs the world? Cheese. Cheese indeed. Gotta go, girl talk. Chucks her off the roof. Oh shit! I didn't realize I was fighting him. I thought that was like the game's version of a cutscene. Oh, she's serious. Man, this game's gonna... I guarantee this game's gonna start spamming some BS near the end. Like the bosses are gonna start some cheap tactics. How am I supposed to dodge that? And how does that umbrella hold his weight? I don't know why I'm trying to apply logic to this. But still, that's where my mind goes. Why is his health bar so large? Change color, damn you. You gotta be shitting me. There's no way the penguin is this much of a threat to Batman. Holy shit. You see, touching him destroys half your health. Gotta be shitting now, man. There's no way. Oh, you hit him. Okay. I understand now. Here he goes. It's kind of cool. Pain in the ass, but kind of cool. I need penguin repellent. Wait, let me save right there. Video games are illogical. Defensive layers of blubber. That's probably the canon explanation. I don't want to lose another life. See, I hate that. I hate when enemies touch you, and that hurts you. Come on, come on. Oh, God. Batman could have easily saved her right there. Just grab her real quick. He's Batman's greatest gadget, Bat Cheese. Nice. Rise of Skywalker reviews have been very decisive with Rotten Tomatoes, with a critic score of 57 and an audience score of 86. So, that tells you something, and this is something I've noticed. And of course, this doesn't apply to everyone, but I've seen this from a lot of people, and it also applies to me. From what I've seen, and again, completely spoiler-free comment, from what I've gathered, most people that like The Last Jedi hate Rise of Skywalker. And most of the people that... wait, which one did I say first? If most people that liked The Last Jedi hate Rise of Skywalker, and then on the flip side, if you hated Last Jedi, you like Rise of Skywalker. I hated Last Jedi. Loved Rise of Skywalker. The movie does, in many ways, undo The Last Jedi. So that's something I like. So, but just think about that from a critic's point of view. You know, you're saying that the reviews on the professional critics are dipping low, but they're also the ones that gave The Last Jedi really high reviews. So that even reflects. I mean, that reflects across the board. So, yeah, but that's how I feel. But like I said, for those that came into the channel a little later in the stream, tomorrow I'll be posting my full review on Rise of the Skywalker. Plenty of spoilers in it, so, you know, but it's, can't really talk about that movie in detail without spoiling things. There's too much to go over. So I'll like Rise of Skywalker then. Maybe. That's just what I've seen. I mean, I'm one that hated Last Jedi, and I really liked it, and that's what I'm seeing from many people. Many people. And the few people that I've talked to that just hated Rise of Skywalker really liked Last Jedi. So it's almost like, I think it's going to be, in the end, a very divisive movie. Just as divisive as The Last Jedi was. I think, because it's the same effect that The Last Jedi had on the fan base, but flipped. What am I shooting at? It says Campaign V. Do I have missiles or something? I don't have anything. Come on, man. You think the Batmobile would be packing some heat. All I got are these stupid little, like, China ceramic plates. I don't even know what the hell I'm firing. Little discs. I'm literally throwing little frisbees. Oh, I gotta do this in one shot? I didn't know that. Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't like that. I need powered up attacks. I honestly had no issues with Last Jedi. Man, I could write a book about the issues I had with it. But I'm not going to get into it, because I'll talk about it all night. And I've talked about it a million times in the past already. This part sucks. Does killing these guys even do anything? What do those point bonuses do? I've missed every single one of them, for the most part. Campaign van. Oh, campaign van. Campaign is spelled wrong, though. That's not how you spell campaign. So Batman has now become a political dissident. He's basically destroying the van of someone he doesn't agree with politically. I'm trying to ruin his campaign. Don't give Cobblepot your votes. He's a racist. Let me save, because I'm doing decent there. Yeah, as far as critics of Star Wars, though, but yeah, it's very divisive among the critics. But at the end of the day, I don't really give a shit what critics say. I make my own opinion when it comes to movies. Yeah, E.T., I agree with what you say. I still don't think The Last Jedi is a good movie on its own, but if you're putting the whole Disney trilogy in context, it fixes a lot of the BS Last Jedi tried to do. But now, and I talk about this in my review also, now you have this weird... Well, no, you know what? I won't say anything, because that might be kind of spoilerish, but that's as much as I'll say. Yeah, it makes Last Jedi a little more bearable. I still don't find Last Jedi as a good movie, though. Heard so many bad things about Last Jedi. I saw it recently. I thought it'd be terrible. Alright, so here's the thing about Last Jedi. As a movie, it's filmed well. It's shot well. It looks good. It sounds good. As a Star Wars movie, because when I look at Star Wars, I don't look at it as just a movie. You know, I critique it a little differently, because Star Wars to me is, I mean, way beyond just a movie. I mean, it's a whole universe of all sorts of other stories intertwined, where if you just look at it as a movie, you're missing out on a lot of Star Wars. I get heavily into the lore and all that, so that's kind of how I look at these movies. So if you look at it from that point of view, Last Jedi, there was just so much wrong with it. That's where my problems with the movie came in. As a Star Wars movie, I hated it. Fat Clown. I love the name of the clown. It's just Fat Clown. Damn, how demeaning. Fuck that clown. I mean, in DC, Batman also fought against Lex Luthor when he was president. That's true, he did. How the fuck did Lex Luthor become president? That's insane to me. That's probably the most dangerous person to have as president. Can you imagine, like, he outlaws all superheroes? It's like, man, if I was Superman, I would just fly that bitch right into the sun. It's like you chuck him at the moon. The government comes after me like, hey, you killed the president. I'd be like, what are you going to do about it? And just wait patiently. Like, nothing. You can't do anything. Go back to your business. Where I hated 7 initially, and upon a second watch and reading stuff, I really enjoyed it. I liked 7. I liked Force Awakens. But see, like I said, with these Star Wars movies, the Disney ones, yeah, it ruins the expanded universe, but that's why I look at them as, like, just a completely separate thing. I mean, because you have to. See, you can't see it as part of, like, the classic universe. It's just not. It's totally different. The expanded universe does have the better stories, I think. I mean, by far. What Disney is doing, essentially, I mean, you've seen this throughout all 3 of the Disney Star Wars trilogy movies, is they take bits and pieces of the expanded universe that came before, and they kind of put their own spin on it. If you know the expanded universe, it's very obvious. So that's why I think also, at the end of the day, like, why did you undo the expanded universe and call it Legends if you're just going to pull ideas from it? And even characters, like Grand Admiral Thrawn is heavily from the expanded universe. And they included him in Rebels, and there's a novel where him and Anakin are side by side during the Clone Wars. So it's like, so you took a character that you had nothing to do with their creation from a part of the Star Wars universe that you said no longer exists, and you've straight up just cut and pasted them into yours. So I have mixed feelings about the whole Disney Star Wars thing, but at the end of the day, I'm a Star Wars fan first and foremost, so I like some of the stuff they've been doing. Solo was great. I really liked Rogue One. It's just, I take these movies and all these things as they come. Mandalorian's fucking outstanding. That's something most people agree on, that Mandalorian is legitimately good. Dumbass. Stupid fire clowns. Ah, I hate this. Let me get out of this level. Fuck. How are you I'm busy trying to fight these clowns. I don't have time to be avoiding obstacles. Batman's got better things to do. Oh, did it stop with that shit? Thank you. Kylo is just Jason? Yeah, pretty much. The overall idea of Kylo Ren and Rey is pretty much like Jason and Jada Solo. Mind you, that doesn't include any story spoilers for Rise of Skywalker. It's just, since Force Awakens, it's just been heavily, the idea of Kylo and Rey. It came from Jason and Jaina Solo. Got an F-bomb for Mandalorian, so it must be good. Did I drop an F-bomb? I don't even know when I curse, guys. Oh, no, it's this fucker. The organ grinder. Oh, no, please. Don't do the same shit you did in the NES game. I hate you so much. You're trash. You're absolute trash. Oh, my God. I'm terrified of that man. Get him the fuck away from me. I'm gonna get a game over. I don't want to fight you. I gotta save. Wait. Ah! No! Oh, I'll get my game over so I can get my lives back. Actually, no. You die. You die without me losing a life. Maybe. Oh no! I see he's doing the same shit. He's whipping out his little organ machine gun thing. What a prick, man. What a prick. Oh, he's not jumping across the screen yet. Let's hope he doesn't at all. Fuck. Did he really... Was it necessary to give him minions? I really don't think he needed them. Oh my God. He seemed to be doing fine on his own on the NES. Here he goes, here he goes. Fuck. Oh my God. Okay, his attacks aren't as ridiculous. He still got me. He still got me. It's hard to even get to him because he just keeps... I gotta save. He keeps zipping around. Hey, Joshua, welcome. I hate this son of a bitch so much. He's the worst. He's the worst. He's the worst. In both games, he's the worst. Absolutely. Nope. Ah, fuck. Kill your clown friends. He's such an asshole. He's such an asshole. I'm trying not to lose another life, but I might have to just take it because he's hitting me a lot. Oh no! He's trying to line up. Oh, no more minions? Oh, thank you, thank you. Save. No more minions. I've succeeded. Okay, he was nowhere near as hard as the NES version, but he was still a dick. I wonder if the NES and SNES teams had communication with each other. I don't know. Maybe they did, because they're like, hey, you remember that asshole organ grinder from the first game? Or from our version? Put him in yours, too. That's what they did. He shot his own friends. Good. They deserved it. He went from being on roids to being on speed. Yeah, Organ Grinder Flea Man is definitely on the list in the permanent... Yeah, we gotta remember that guy. He's on the permanent list. How can some dumptard give the Witcher series a bad review if he or she hasn't played the games nor read the books? Wait, someone gave it a bad review for that reason? Because that's kind of stupid. That's like giving a Star Wars movie a bad review and being like, but I've never seen any other Star Wars movie or read any other Star Wars anything. So that's why it's bad. Holy shit, man. Is this the last world? How many stages are in this game? Quit it with the explosives? This game stressed me out. At least Arkham isn't a stressful game. Those games in general are fairly, not easy, but I mean, they're balanced. They're fair. If you die, it's because you fucked up. Not because the game is just sending hordes of unfair enemies at you at once. Look at this, look at this. Yeah, we have 74 watching at this time. This is stage, what, 7? This has got to be near the end. We're going to Penguin's Lair. I hope this game doesn't have a play hard mode to get true ending. I think it actually does, to be honest, but screw it. If we beat the Penguin, we beat the game. Alright? That's it. Wow, can you imagine that Mania mode or whatever? I can't even imagine how hard that would be. Like, what is it, like Batman Must Die mode, like Devil May Cry? Like, you can't get hit at all, or else you get game over instantly. Oh, come on, they're so distracting. Cut it out. Even on easy mode, the Arkham games aren't easy, but the difficulty is always balanced. Yeah, and that's one important thing, balance. Oh, this is stage 6, not 7? I don't know. Losing track. They're all just as frustrating. Oh, that's cool. The penguins are just chilling outside. Ooh, that scared the shit out of me. The new subscriber alert. Welcome, new subscriber. I missed your name because, can't look at the other screen right now. And there's penguin shooting rockets. Oh my god. Oh, did I just get 2 extra lives? The hell? I feel like watching Batman and Robin tonight. I like watching that movie during the holidays because of Mr. Freeze. I missed NES Batman. Yeah, Joshua, that's the first one I stream, but I'll have those uploaded soon. I'll get those uploaded pretty quickly. I'm actually finally caught up to the stream uploads. I uploaded the last part of the Batman Arkham one that I did. I was behind a bit because I was having some issues with my software. I actually started having issues with the software that I was using to download my streams with Luigi's Mansion, so that went up late. But I downloaded a new piece of software that does it right away, so it works really well. The one I was using before, ever since YouTube did their Studio Beta update, it stopped being able to download from the website. Man, let me tell you, YouTube doing all these fucking Studio Beta updates and all this, and removing the live counts, like, it's messed up so many, like, third-party things that YouTubers use. I hate it. Like, I really liked having that live sub counter on the streams. It was fun to watch it go up and down or whatever, you know, but now none of them work because YouTube made changes to their API. Mania mode is what Joker did to Gordon in the Killing Joke. God. I mean, are the rockets really necessary? Like, you don't think throwing a bunch of minions at me isn't enough? Fuck. New sub Joey Moore. Welcome to the stream, Joey, if you were here. Someone gave it a bad review without prior knowledge. In other words, a negative review for the sake of a negative review. If you're going to hate something, give reasons why. I think the internet, and this goes for a lot of things just in general from what I've seen over the last couple of years, just social media and the internet in general has become a very negative place. It's almost like people want to dislike things a lot, you know? Instead of being objective about it. That goes for a lot of things. Not even just movies or video games. Things in general. People want to see things fail because it's... I don't know why. Like, is it entertaining? Are people just bored? That they need something to fail so they can feel better? I don't know. Keep in mind, some things do deserve some criticism. Some things do deserve to fail. Like Google Stadia being one of them. That I think almost unanimously... Well, I mean, there's some people that like it, but almost unanimously, it's acknowledged that that kind of fell flat on its face, but... Openly hating on things without a shred of criticism, that's more what I'm referring to. Without any valid critique. You can use the test tubes to do a full screen damage attack? You're talking about here? What test tubes? Did I miss something? What is this Indian? Knife tea. Thin clown. I missed the counter on the screen as well. Yeah, I've been, you know, and I've been looking for, I've been Googling around for, like, third-party solutions that work now, and I don't know if anyone's really come up with any widget or anything that works. I haven't found anything that works. Like, there's got to be a way to program the counter to work again somehow. I don't know. Problem is something YouTube did on their end, so it kind of knocked out the third-party companies. Like Social Blade. Like, when Social Blade was active, that's something I used to do like, every morning when I woke up, the first thing I used to do was check Social Blade. Like, it wasn't an obsession or anything, but it was just, like, part of my routine in the day, and I checked Social Blade just to see, like, how many subscribers and views I've been getting daily. Now you have to actually go into YouTube Analytics and look at all that stuff, which I hate YouTube Analytics. Social Blade is so much easier. But now, you go into Social Blade, and it doesn't update for days, and it's never accurate anymore. Hate it. But it's not their fault. YouTube kind of put them out of commission there. Oh, my lord. Oh, wait, let me save so I don't lose a life. Wait. There we go. Maybe because people want to be part of something. Yeah. It's the same kind of mentality as a bully watching someone else fail makes them feel better about themselves. Yeah, like I said, it's probably true in many cases. Oh, last battle already? Let me read some of your comments here. I agree, just try to be open-minded about all media, even if it's not something I'd be into, but to hate it just to hate someone who's not happy in their own life, so they need everyone else to be unhappy. This is why I never really, like, when people are all up in arms, like, in good... Here's the thing. A person can be intelligent. People are stupid. When there's mobs of people all outraged about one thing, there's usually a lot more to the stories. That's why, I don't know, just form your own opinions. I know most of the people on this community, I mean, are very reasonable, intelligent people. Because I always try to keep, you know, toxicity away from this channel as much as possible. Because I know, like, for, like, some channels that, like, I don't know, if you look at channels, like, for example, I'll use the Quartering as an example. Channels that all they do is focus on, just constant negativity and constant toxicity. And I'll say this, he has made some videos that genuinely point out things that should be pointed out. But when your entire focus is on negative content, I mean, just scroll through the comments of those channels. You just have a whole community of people that just want to see things fail and get enjoyment out of it. I don't know, that's not the kind of person I am. That's not the kind of channel I want to run. So I try to be objective as possible with shit. Get my ass kicked. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Let me do it again. fuck, man. Stupid little troll again. Ugly ass. Oh, fuck. You know, Penguin is one guy I'm glad was bullied as a kid. Screw Penguin. Wow! Why are you so strong? Damn you, Danny DeVito. You know they tried to get Danny DeVito to play Mario in the Mario Brothers movie and he turned it down? I could totally see that, though. I think this is my last continue, so I have to beat him this time. If I don't, I'll just have to spam it and reload my save state. Fabian is a simple man. I am. I just try to keep things simple in my life. I mean, fuck, man, everyone's got problems. So I try to keep things simple in life, you know? Fuck. I don't know, am I simple man, though? Because I always torture myself with these games that do all this unfair garbage. Apparently I want to make my life more complicated. Why do I like these games, man? Because I genuinely love these games, but they're infuriating. Just like with shit that makes no... There's no reason Penguin needs to be this strong. Like with 2 punches, 1 punch from Batman would have knocked him out. He's a son of a bitch. Look at him running, freaking flying around that umbrella. Oh, his health is going down. We're gonna beat the game. Fuck, come here. Come here. No mercy. Oh, he bit my nose. Don't do that shit from the movie to me. Wait. Wait. Stop. Oh shit, 2 lives. Can I do it? Can I do it without save states? Let's see. Yes, I got him. Did I beat the game? Is that the end? Please let that be the end. It has to be. Do people getting hurt in videos for laughs counts? Oh no, I love prank videos. Like, when you see prank videos, when people are like falling over and stuff, that's very funny to me. Peace has returned until the next time the dark forces rise to harm the fair people of... God, this is taking way too long to read. Gotham City. So I don't think that was the true ending. I think in the true ending, you actually get, like, a Super Nintendo version of a cutscene. We all know how the movie ends. It doesn't matter. Penguin was defeated. Gotham City is saved. It's going to be in peril again on Monday when I play Arkham Origins. I don't care about the true ending. I'm done. I'm done. On a serious note, this game is pretty fantastic, as I remember it. The NES game is extremely frustrating and terribly designed. Not a bad game, but compared to this, I mean, this game was just so... It's so fluid, and it's actually balanced a bit more. The NES game was just an exercise in frustration, cheapness, and cheesing your way through the experience. That's what it was. Shit. On the outside, Fabian's a simple, everyday man, but deep inside his soul, he likes to self-torture and punishment. Is it over? That seems shorter. Yeah, this game was a lot shorter, actually. I think it's because it was an easier game in general. This game is not easy, but it's way easier than the freaking NES one. But see, that comes down to good game design. When it's good game design, something's easier because it's more balanced, you know? But yeah, I know the stream was a little shorter than we normally do. We usually go maybe another hour or 2 on these streams, but I'm going to go finish my Star Wars review for you guys tomorrow. And work on the Castlevania Timeline Part 6. That I don't know when that'll be up. Sometime this week. I don't want to give an exact date, because what happens is when I give a date and then that day comes and I'm still editing, I start getting flooded with messages and people asking on the community tab, where is it? Sometime this week. I'll let you guys know as it gets closer. But Monday, we're going to stream Batman Arkham Origins. Maybe finish it. Probably not. We'll see. And yeah, that's it. I will catch you guys in the comment section and on the stream on Monday. You guys have been awesome. Oh, look, I got challenge hard mode. No, thank you. I'll catch you guys later. Since you made it to the end of this video, I assume you enjoyed it, so why don't you go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any new content. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, links in the description below, and if you'd like to support the channel, you can join my Patreon or become a channel member. This is Fabian, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.